Today we're talking Primark plush dupes. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I'm a Disney Plush collector from the UK. So happy Tuesday, I hope you're all having a great start to your week. Today I wanted to do a Primark Disney Plush review as I honestly think they have really stepped up their game. I think they are trying to capitalise on the fact that there are very few physical Disney stores anymore, so you often see plush walls, plush mountains in Primarks now, and they are starting to copy some popular Disney store styles. So I am here to talk about their CUDDLEEZ dupe. It is £13, so it's a lot less than the CUDDLEEZ price in the Disney store, which is £30. There are some obvious differences between the two, but I think if you don't get to go to Disney stores anymore, you like seeing the plush in person before you buy, and you would like to save a little bit of money, I think this is a really good alternative. So I bought one which is like for like very similar to a CUDDLEEZ I already have, so I'm going to do a comparison for you. I have also seen that they do Minnie and Mickey and I think Angel, though I would say only the Minnie is similar to the Disney store CUDDLEEZ, and I do actually have that one, but I am going to do this comparison with the Stitch. So this is one of many of my Stitch CUDDLEEZ. If you haven't seen my Stitch CUDDLEEZ collection, I will leave a card up above, but this one actually came after. I got it for my birthday one year I think, or Christmas maybe, I'm not even sure, but it was in a video. So this was one of the newer CUDDLEEZ with the new tag. It was still £30. I feel like it's a little bit smaller than my original Stitch CUDDLEEZ, but my original Stitch CUDDLEEZ is very, very worn, and so is my big one that is always on my bed. But I really love how fluffy this one is. I think it's important to note that it is light and then darker details, because you're going to see the same thing on the Primark one, but he is lying flat on his front with his eyes closed. So this one I had to buy off Shop Disney UK because the stores had already shut. My nearest is the London Oxford Street store, which is obviously quite inaccessible because it involves a very expensive train journey, perhaps a stay overnight, so I don't go there very often at all. So I got this one online, which meant I didn't get to see it first. I often find with plush it's not that big of a deal, because they do usually look quite like the picture, but you can't check for stitching issues and things like that. Stitching issues on Stitch. So this is the Disney store version. Like I said, it was £30, and the Primark dupe is £13. I got it from my local store, Maryhill. They have a plush wall, whereas the world's biggest Primark in Birmingham has a plush mountain style. So this is the sleeping Stitch. As you can see, it is a lot smaller. There they are for comparison, but they have copied the style in that it is a light body with darker details on it, but he is actually lying on his belly, but his head is facing to the side. His eyes are still closed, and this one actually lights up. I'm not a massive fan of light up plush. Primark do it to all of their plush and I don't think it needs it. I think they are lovely on their own. If you just touch the paw, it kind of blushes, but it's flashing. So I'm not sure whether that would bother some people. I personally could do without it. I would prefer it without it. But what I really like about the Primark plushes now is that they are made using recycled plastic, which honestly, with the amount that people buy and then either like go to the charity shop or throw away, we do need to start being more careful about how things are produced. I'll admit I know absolutely nothing about the production of the Shop Disney plush for comparison, but I would like to think that if they were using recycled materials they would be shouting about it from the rooftops, so I highly doubt that is the case. It's got 2 tags saying it's made with recycled plastic. It's very proud of it. And there is the price tag to say it was £13. So I don't think it's bad for the price, and like I said, if you are a parent with a child who wants to take their child to look at plush rather than just buying them one off a website, I think Primark is coming in as like the replacement for Shop Disney UK. And honestly, it's Disney's own fault for closing their stores. I still think to this day it was a bad decision. I definitely spend less now that I have to pay postage and I can't see it in person and all that kind of stuff. I miss talking to cast members as well. Obviously you don't get that experience in Primark, no one ever speaks to you in Primark, but I think it's a good alternative, especially since they've gone for such a popular style. CUDDLEEZ are popular with pretty much everybody. I have also seen that they're doing big plush, little plush. They're kind of doing plushes that look like Scentsy buddies in that they're corduroy. They're also doing princess dolls, which look really good as well, but again I think they do that blushing thing, which I really don't like. I do have a Primark Sully over there as well, but I just had to get Stitch. You guys know I love Stitch. But overall, I think for less than half the price of a CUDDLEEZ, and especially since there are less and less CUDDLEEZ coming out now, I think this is a really good dupe. And like I said, they do a mini that looks like the mini that the Disney store did in their CUDDLEEZ range. It's just fluffier because all of these are fluffy, whereas the only fluffy one I have is Stitch. Normally they are just like a normal plush material, but I don't think that that's that bad of a dupe, to be honest. It's smaller as well, so it takes up less space on the bed. I imagine if you were really good at like taking things apart, you could actually take out the blushing of the cheeks. I would love to do that if I could, but I don't want to ruin it. I actually like the pose as well, how it's like on its belly but with its head on the side, because I think that's a much more natural sleeping position than sleeping with your head down as well as your body flat. The only thing that I think is obviously different is like the back detail. It seems to stick out a lot more on the Primark one. It's a lot more raised, whereas it's a lot flatter on the Disney store plush. But honestly, I don't think that's that bad of a dupe. I have seen far worse in my time plush collecting, to be honest. And now that Primark are making more plushes, I think it's making plush collecting more accessible to people, as Shop Disney can be very expensive. So Primark is offering a lower end option, which, like I've said 1,000 times in this video, take a shot every time I say it, it's a good dupe. I honestly am happy with this plush. I'm not upset about paying £13 for it. I think my dog Stitch would love it, but that is why he hasn't even seen it yet, because he would go wild over it. But I'm glad that after years of collecting Primark plushes, I've finally been able to do an actual like-for-like comparison. It is a little bit naughty that they are copying, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, you know, Disney closed their stores and Disney don't even sell this on their website anymore. I checked right before I filmed this video. It is an old plush, yes, but there's plenty of old plush that they still sell on their website. They still sell the Seven Dwarfs, they still sell the original Stitch plush, they still sell the child plush, which has been around for about 2 years now. So there's no excuse to not still be selling CUDDLEEZ. I have seen the original Stitch CUDDLEEZ all over Disneyland Paris. I think you'll see it in my vlogs as well. So there's nothing wrong with, you know, remaking popular plushes, because they will get bought. I know loads of people who want a Stitch CUDDLEEZ. So if you're unable to get a Stitch CUDDLEEZ and you still want one, I would highly recommend the Primark one. Hopefully by the time this video goes out, they have still got them in stock, because Primark can be exactly the same for selling out and then never making it again. But that was my quick little Disney Plush review of the Stitch Primark CUDDLEEZ dupe. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then let me know in the comments down below, because they have started making quite a few plushes that I could compare to the Disney store version, and I would be happy to do that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Friday for another Disney vlog. Bye friends!